Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and it is time for the monthly update. So, it is April. It's crazy to think that, man. But yeah, first things first, I gotta start this off with um some big time news. I'm actually gonna be quitting YouTube, you guys, for 2 seconds. April Fools. I had to. Come on, man. I had to. You guys already know. Come on, man. But I had to put an April Fool's joke in there and such because, not planning any April Fool's skit or anything like that. So I had an April Fool's moment because, April 1st, all that good stuff. But yeah, and also just unboxed like Death right there. So, it's funny, double Death right there. But yeah, so getting into this, we got the monthly update. So yeah, it's wild that we're in April though. Like for real, this year's going by so fast. Time's just going by so quick, man. It is insane. It's really freaking insane. But yeah, so we're in April now. Hopefully on the tail end of winter, getting into like some spring weather. It literally got so cold that I was able to make another ice stadium literally about like 3 days ago. Not even. Um, so just the crazy fluctuating weather. Just New York's weird. Um, yeah, we'll have to wait and see, but should be getting more spring weather and such with this month. Let's say April showers bring May flowers, all that good stuff. But really hoping it gets warmer and such. Um, but yeah, so of course the plans for this month, and of course everything Beyblade and Bakugan wise. So first of all, we're gonna get into the Beyblade stuff. So of course at this point, Burst Ultimate is gonna be released this month. Yeah, no show with it or anything. Also, if anybody saw Zanky's video, it's an April Fool's joke. Anybody who didn't catch on to it, but yeah, he executed it that really well, honestly, and just like even the Photoshop job with that was done insanely well, man. Like big time props for sure. You can only imagine how long he actually sat and like worked on that. But yeah, man. Um, so we're getting the first release of Burst Ultimate though. Just glad that TT is still putting out the bays, even if they're not continuing the show. Um, we're getting Divine Belial this month, so I think it's going to be at the tail end of this month, like the 23rd or something of April. But yeah, and also April is a very big month, you guys, because it is the month of my channel anniversary. So my actual channel anniversary is on the 29th of this month, April 29th. It's also ironic because they're releasing like Nintendo Switch Spouts. Anybody who's into like the Switch games and such, Nintendo Switch, they're putting out Switch Sports, which is like basically like the sequel to Wii Sports, kinda, except on the Switch. And they're releasing it on the channel anniversary, which is really wild. But yeah, so April 29th, the channel anniversary will be 10 years, man. 10 years doing this. It's wild. All the way back in 2012, starting my channel and such, and even going this far. All you guys' support made this happen and such, and I can't thank you enough for real. From the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for all the love and support over the years, and even that we're at this point right now. Like that's a reality. I'm still just mind blown all the time, every single day. You already know. Yeah, but now getting into like the Beyblade stuff, like I said, uh, Divine Belial getting released this month. That's like the major big time release for this month. Nothing else really planned. We'll have to wait to see Koro for this month to really see what they're gonna put out for like the next month and such. That's where they'll show it off. But yeah, so that's everything. Honestly, Beyblade wise, Beyblade TT wise, not too much. We're still getting some stuff with Divine Belial. Super excited for it though. Seems like it's gonna be pretty beasty. I wonder if it's gonna be able to beat out Dangerous and such. But yeah. But anyways, now getting into like the Hasbro side of things, Quad Drive just airing in the U.S. It's gonna be airing throughout like this entire year. Quad Drive will be, so they'll probably have the episodes done by the end of the year, maybe even before that. Just depends on like how fast Hasbro decides to put them out. I'm surprised they're not even posting them on here like they usually do for each season. But for Quad Drive, they haven't done that. But yeah, man. So it's gonna be the last season, of course, for the animes, but we're gonna get it throughout this year. Hasbro's Quad Drive English sub version of Dynamite Battle. Yeah, or English dubbed version. You guys know what I mean. And then just the releases going forward. So Bay's like Guilty Luinor, and so on and so forth. We got to see like uh, salvage Valtryek get released. I know it has been in some places, but I haven't found it yet. And even Rashad's version, a few other bays too that are Hasbro exclusives, like Katana Muramasa. I'm loving the design of that thing for sure. Like Hasbro exclusive bays, I'll try to get multiple so I can do a little mod on it, like how I did with a few other Hasbro bays, because they're really, really fun to do mods for sure. Like the potential's there when you add like the metal and such that they need. It shows, man. They get stronger, big time. But yeah, so I guess that's everything Beyblade wise, you guys. And now getting into things Bakugan wise. So um, they're probably gonna release some more episodes for Evolutions with this month. Been caught up with those. We got caught up with those recently. Uh, yeah, and then just more releases, of course, coming, with the next waves of evolutions. Can't wait to see exactly what they're going to put out. Hoping that they really do put out some of the bays that they had scrapped before in previous seasons. Like, now's the perfect time. Even if they don't have them, like, in the show, it's the perfect time they could bring them back. Like, for real. This season is a melting pot, big time. So they can just add whatever they want to with this. And also just getting those cards out there big time. We've seen Shields of Destroy come out in a little bit of a capacity, but getting those cards out there in a big capacity where people are able to get their hands on them big time, like easily. Yeah, I'd say for sure. Like Battle Brawlers and Resurgence, you can still find online, definitely. Age of Arliss, you could find, but it's a little bit harder. Um, Armored Elite, you can find like online for sure. Like it's a like not bad way of getting it. Fusion Force, a little bit tougher to find, but you can still find it. Shields of Destroy, right now there's one listing you can find with it, but there's a way of getting that, but that's like the only way of getting it. So, just the main thing, getting those cards out there big time so people can get their hands on them. And with the cards with the third season, that being like Secret to the Geogon and the GG set, we don't know about those. We don't know like any news about those. I hope they do drop the cards for those big time, because especially like want to get more Geogon cards so I can actually use my Geogon, because only having one copy of the card, not going to really want to use it for DAC profiles, but, Uh, yeah, so just looking forward to the episodes, looking forward to the Bakugan they're going to actually release and such, and the other things they have planned. And also, a little rumored thing being that there might be Platinum Series Geogon, so Geogon with the metal implemented with them. So that would be pretty cool to see. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how they'd be with those. But they'd be probably different than the original versions, having different stats and such. And just imagining all the weight with them too, because they kind of did a die-cast metal kind of thing with some of the Bakugan traps. They did a few of them with Nectanium Surge, not too many, but a few of those. Maybe it's homage to that, so that's kind of cool, because doing like the traps obviously with the with the Geogon, but then implementing the metal with them with the Platinum Series, kind of homage to how they did it with the first era. But yeah, so overall, a big time amount of stuff coming for Bakugan, and Beyblade wise, still having a pretty decent amount of stuff coming for sure. Of course, being on the tail end of Beyblade verse, but we still got at least releases for the next year. At least for the rest of this year when it comes to TT. Not sure if they'll do more releases in January or such. I mean, the end of the fiscal year is like usually like March, so maybe they have releases up to like next February or March, and that might be it. But yeah, as long as the sales are going good, because I mean, at the end of Zero G, they didn't make Byakko, Garudis, or Fenrir, so and that mainly was due to people not getting like Zero G as much, so they just ended up not making them. So hopefully these bays sell big time, and there's not any bays at the very tail end that they decide to like not release and they just scrap, because that would be really unfortunate. But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait to see how things go. But anyways, guys, now we got to get into the plans for the channel. The plans I have for the channel for April. So cranked big time in March. Got caught up with everything Beyblade wise. I'm thinking about maybe trying to do I don't know, there, like, how there's perfect gear like Dynamite Belial and Dangerous Belial, well, like Devil Belial, with the Devil Blade, maybe trying to make that, just because like it's one of the bays that they didn't actually have it in the show, but like making the combo for it. I don't know, you guys can let me know if you really want to see that in the comments, because Devil has a bit more attack than Dynamite does. It's like basically an upgraded Dynamite, that being the Devil Blade. But just definitely let me know. But yeah, so doing the MFB homage series, I've gotten caught up once again to the point where it's like it's on a hold once again, just because like going through it to the point where like some of the bays weren't created, gotta 3D print them, and then go into the rest of the story. There's not too much left that I have left for the MFB Homage series. So, getting through the rest of season 4, and then after season 4, doing some like comparison battles with different seasons. So, like HMS versus Metal Fusion, etc., etc. Doing those types of battles and such. I have that plan after getting through the actual Homage series. You know, paying homage to the actual show. And then a few more battles after that. I'll probably do some battles like Byakko, since it's a 3D printed Bane was never actually made, just to see how it actually does against the other bays, or at least a single chrome wheel base. But Garudis and Fenrir are never made. But since there's images of them, I'm gonna work hard to try and get them made in the actual base. Byakko's now a reality. Through the power of 3D printing and just designing. Zero did really well with it. But now Garudis and Fenrir are the next big time things because they're the last two bays that were needed for the Homage series, and they were both never made. But if Byakko can be made, we look long enough and really figure out the dimensions and everything, could probably make Garudis and Fenrir become a reality, but things do take time. So yeah, and plus still doing MFB content 10 years later in 2022, still doing so. But yeah, so the Homage series on pause for right now, though there's those battles to go back and watch in the meantime for sure. Um, Maybe I will do some battles with Byakko, but I'd want to wait until like I don't know. I don't know. Like maybe I'll do some battles with it in the standard stadium, against the other bays. But yeah, you guys can let me know in the comments if you really want to see that. It's something I do have in mind. Um, but yeah, so Beyblade wise, I do have some parts on the way, and I'll be doing some more team battles and such. Those will be coming, and also you see like that Cypher here. It'll be trying out for a team as well. You can guess what team in the comments. But yeah, and then Bakugan wise, I'm gonna be making some deck profiles big time this month, like getting some more of the Bakugan, because we're gonna be putting out some more Bakugan, so getting those, also making deck profiles. It's just about having the time to do so because adulting and grinding and stuff big time, not having much time outside of that. I'm making this after adulting, and I'm honestly really tired, so I'm gonna make this and then probably go to bed. But you'll see it probably around like noon, like today, April 1st. But making it around, what time is it? I'm making it. It's 1:30 in the morning. So yeah, I'm definitely going to bed really soon. But yeah, I'm gonna be making some deck profiles for sure. Going back in big time with the Fusion Bakugan because now having like Shields of Astroya cards, I'll be able to go in and actually like use some of those Evos because found the Evos and such like with Shields of Astroya and also some of the upgraded uh, Fusion Bakugan cards. So using the fusions, really being able to use them now, having the cards to really back them up, you're going to be seeing some more deck profiles for sure. So still tough to use some of the Geogon because not many Geogon cards. Some of the newer Bakugan can use, like the Mythics. Incorporate those with profiles as well. But holding off for right now a bit with Evolutions Bakugan, just because we don't know if they actually have Evolutions or not, if there's even a TCG way for them. But for the most part, I don't think they do, but just curious about the Diamonds because the Diamond Evos, so maybe there's one wave of Evolutions, but some of the Bakugan should be able to be used, and they have strong, B power, and honestly don't even need Evos with them because considering their stats. But yeah, so a lot of stuff planned for both like Beyblade and Bakugan. I'll be making some more skits for sure, especially with it getting warmer. This year is where I'm really gonna start getting into the burst skits because it's been years and years in the making, and now this year is gonna be especially where things start to get executed. You've been seeing them lately. Made one lately up to episode 21, so plenty to go back and watch. Like I said, it's a transition because I like tying the different series together. It's just how I operate. But yeah, so overall, got a bunch of stuff planned big time. So just stay tuned. It's going to be epic, and looking forward to the spring and looking forward to it getting really, really warm, especially because when it gets really warm, I like doing battles outside, and especially like some of the big time battles, like Gen versus Gen battles, I love doing those outside. But yeah, so anyways, stay tuned. Got a bunch of stuff planned. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the monthly update. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I didn't scare that many people earlier with that. Like I said, it was an April Fool's joke. Y'all already know I ain't going nowhere. For sure. Love doing this. Helps keep me sane. And I'm honored to have all y'all supporting and such. Like, for real. even the amount of support like y'all giving me with just this year alone, this year's been absolutely crazy already, man. But yeah, about to go full force into April and crank big time, man, leading up to the channel anniversary. Because we got to celebrate. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. So yeah, guys, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Until then, stay awesome and cool shoot, or let it rip, or Bakugan brawl. I'm up out of here.